Welcome to the Ideolatry video blog. I'm your host, Dr. Rich Masek. Episode 1. What is ideolatry? In this first episode, I will explain the term ideolatry, which is the title of my book. Ideolatry is an unusual word that sounds familiar yet foreign at the same time. I first began to use the term in 2008 while writing my book, which was then titled, God is Not Your Problem, The Character and Nature of God. At the time, I did extensive internet searches and could not find a definition or use of the word. I proceeded to rename the book and write a detailed definition of the word ideolatry. A few years later, with the improvement and expansion of search engines, I discovered an 1869 book by S. Baring Gould, The Origin and Development of Religious Belief, in which the Church of England clergyman used the term. In 1873, ideolatry was cited by Fitz-Edward Hall in his book Modern English, where he described it as a monstrous formation of a word. The word ideolatry was found in a few other publications through 1913, but the word appeared to have fallen out of use for several decades. Over the last 8 to 9 years, several other instances of its use have begun to show up on internet searches. Even though its use has gained some popularity in the last few years, there was still no consensus as to its meaning and no official definition. In my view, ideolatry is the merging of two activities of the mind. The first of these is thought. Thoughts originate in the human intellect and give rise to ideas. We make the choice to push them aside or nurture them so that they can grow and flourish. The ideas that we embrace may be singular, such as an invention or a plan or a project. Other ideas can form our general outlook on life. Ideas can be founded upon many things, some of which are true, but some might be false, because they are simply a product of our environment. The other activity of the mind that is the basis for ideolatry is desire or lust. Desires can be broad or focused, and they can be either good or bad for us. Desires can also be directed toward moral, ethical, or religious behaviors. Sometimes our desires can lead us into intense pursuits of success, status, acceptance, or even control. We might passionately pursue sports, material wealth, food, or a variety of other things. Some of these might be beneficial to us, and others not so much. Sometimes our desires can reach a point of devotion that is so intense that it borders on a worship of sorts, also known as idolatry. Idols are not just statues or trinkets. Things that we desire and place high value on can become idols to us. Ideolatry is the fusion of the two words idea and idolatry. The mind, will, and emotions of man unite through thought to form ideas. Our emotions can stimulate an attitude of idolatry about a thought or idea. Ideolatry is the union of these universal human traits that may or may not be founded on truth. In the absence of an official definition, I created this Wiktionary entry for ideolatry. Ideolatry is a noun defined as 1. The worship, attachment, or devotion to a concept originating and existing in the mind as a result of mental understanding, awareness, or activity. 2. The worship or devotion to the thoughts and intents derived from the human mind. 3. The worship of the human intellect. Idea plus idolatry equals ideolatry. Ideolatry can be a way of thinking that elevates the human intellect above truth. When certain thoughts meld with certain desires, they can fuse ideas and idolatry and create a personal ideolatry. Our personal ideolatry is the way that we view and perceive the world around us. It has been said that your perception is your reality. But is your reality founded in truth, or is it based on some errant perceptions? Many factors shape our minds and condition us to think the way we do about God. Your ideolatry can also have a great effect upon your view of what or who God is or isn't, and it can influence how you interpret what you read in the Bible. The purpose of my book, Ideolatry, God is Not Your Problem, The Character and Nature of God, is to help you explore your own perceptions and reality and gain a deeper understanding of God's truth through His Word. I invite you to read Ideolatry and explore who the God of the Bible says that He is. Check it out at ideolatry.com, where you can read my blog and download the free chapter. And please join me for the next episode in which we will explore the God concept.